What's up, everybody? So today we are on pimping out Canva. So you've already selected your 10 goals. You've already got your 10 pictures. You've already put them on your vision board in Canva with the captions. So you have the pictures with the captions and you have your title of your vision board. If you have done all of that already, you are ready for this video. So let me show you how to pimp out Canva. So we're going to go back to what I had yesterday, and I'll show you a couple things that you can do with this. Now, I kind of showed you yesterday if you wanted to do different colors on any of your text, you can just go here and select your color, and then you can, you have to make sure it's selected if you want to change whatever it is. And then you can always change your font to whatever you want it to be. Okay, another thing that you can do, again, you can do that with any of your things. So if we go over to elements, there are a lot of different things you can do. So there's, I don't use charts, there's frame. So if you wanted to do like a cool frame, what you could do is drag that over, and then you could go to your pictures and you can grab, say, this and just put it right inside that little cute frame, and then you have a little frame. So that's kind of what you can do with that. Shapes, if there's, you know, if you want to add in shapes for whatever reason, if you want to put your saying in a shape, you know, whatever it is, you can do that. Sometimes I like to do these lines just to separate things. So like I can put a line here, and then I can color it, you know, whatever color you want to make it, and then stretch it across. So I kind of have like a line going underneath my vision board. And there's all kinds of different like cool lines. So you could just go to lines and, you know, maybe you want to add another line in here. I'm sorry, my mouse is getting crazy. You know, maybe you just want to throw a line in here or whatever, just to add some elements. You know, you guys can totally make this yours. It can be super creative. It can be super simple. You don't have to add in any of this stuff. I'm just showing you some things that you can do if you want to make it a little bit crazier. So that's all the lines. I'm going to go back to elements, click out of lines here. And there's also pictures that you can put in there. There's icons. So maybe if you have a health one, you want to throw in an icon by that, or you could even use that as your picture. It doesn't really matter. But maybe you want to just throw that there. There's all kinds of stuff. So there's all of these icons and stuff that you can use. If you see a little, what do you call it, crown, then that means you have to pay for it. I just use all the free stuff. So that's all of that. And you can search pretty much anything. So if you wanted like a star, you can just click in star, and then, you know, you can throw a star over by maybe your title. And then of course you can color anything in these icons. So if I wanted it to be a pink star, you know, you can do that, which is pretty cool. Okay, so that's pretty much elements. It's just got a bunch of different sort of cool things you can use to pimp it out with. Background, you know how to use text. We already talked about that. Background, they have a couple free backgrounds you can use. Again, if it has the crown or whatever, you have to pay for it. So that's totally up to you. But I could use like this background. You just click it and it goes over. Or maybe you want this one. So there's lots of really cool free backgrounds if you didn't want just the boring old white. But if you like the white, go for the white. And they have just plain colors too. So you could just do like a, or like an ombre or whatever. So you can go through and switch up your background if you want to do that. Those are kind of the main ones that I use. I just go to elements a lot and just kind of do some fun stuff. I mess with my text and things like that. One other thing is if you go over to this button, the transparency, is you can kind of fade it down a little bit. If like that color is too bright for you, you can use that to fade anything. So, okay, that is pretty much the tips and tricks to kind of pimp it out, to add some stuff in. Again, you can do frames, you can do shapes. I mean, they have all kinds of cool things. If you wanted to grab a square and, you know, put it around a picture. Obviously the picture would need to be a square, or I guess it doesn't have to be, but you could add that on there, and then you can change the outline of the square. So there's so much that you can do. And again, this is all free, which makes it really awesome. So if you want to do any of this to mess around and, you know, really get creative, if that's your thing, go for it. Again, you don't have to. This is just to kind of show you, you can really jazz it up if you want. And all I ask after this is, once you create your vision board, can you please share it on our page? Because I love seeing people's vision boards, if you don't mind, if it's not super personal or whatever. I just love to see people's creativity. I love to see their goals. I love to see it all. So your goal today is to go ahead and get creative with that vision board if you want. If not, you don't have to do anything. But be sure to come back tomorrow for our last video. I'm going to be talking about how to reach the goals that we've set. So we've talked about how to set goals, put them on paper, and now how do we reach them. So that's what we're going to talk about tomorrow. So I will see you guys.